about the power of connection and energy and joy and getting in touch with everything that's inside of us.
Sometimes you just gotta let go. You can't always have a plan. Sometimes you have to adapt.
So what I need you to do today is just to open your mind to new and different things.
I was never motivated by, I want that to be my next job. I was motivated by, how can I create something for a customer, for a colleague, for an editor, for a marketing person that will make them think, gosh, I hadn't thought about that.
We've done a lot of things internal where you're learning our systems and our platforms, but this is really the first opportunity I feel that I've had to really work on figuring out who I am as a leader.
The first step to great leadership is self-awareness. And if you understand yourself and your own preferences and your own beliefs, and you can then start to understand others, you can get people to follow you.
You can get stuck in your ways a little bit, and to come to something like this and really realize that there's multiple ways to be very successful and do things here.
We as a room are going to define what good leadership is.
Supportive. Energetic.
There were specific exercises that we did that I could apply to my territory and my job to make not only myself more effective, but the people I work around more effective.
I don't get to work with like Maston's institutional, and I don't get to hear his perspective. So sitting around these tables and being really open-minded and seeing where everyone else is coming from has been very good for my professional growth.
The importance of learning styles and implementing that for yourself in terms of understanding how you digest information and taking it to that next level to really promote learning and not just kind of a basic understanding.
And I would encourage you to reflect today and tomorrow and the rest of the week. How are you going to show up to demonstrate these words?
To get the blindfolded person to build the schematic on the block.
Yes, yep, take that one, lower it down.
This involves communication.
Move that backwards like 7 o'clock.
This involves figuring out balance of power. This involves lots of collaboration.
Leadership is more than just an executive position. It's something that you can infuse from, your very first job here, like me as a rep. I can lead our newer reps and just kind of show them easier ways to do things.
We have already converted about 30% of that to what we call grit gainers.
As your project teams start to form, you do need to ask some of those slightly more awkward questions to deeply understand what's going on.
We're so used to in our jobs working kind of on our own, and this really asked us to come together with a lot of different personality types.
How can we actually use our all-inclusive model to drive revenue right now?
I think that was the whole purpose, was to see how well we worked under pressure, because leaders have to work under pressure. They have to make decisions quickly.
That's something we could develop working with employers and helping them.
It was so enlightening, and we felt so passionate about it that I felt like we were able to put all of our skills and creativity to use in an entirely new and different way.
We want them to walk in and start teaching knowing that every student has the same material.
Collective intelligence is so important, and our presentation wouldn't have been as good without every single member of that team.
And we at Pearson, through Efficacy, know that every student stays. Are you ready?
The tensions around those projects you handle like executives this week. And we all know how difficult those things are, and that's where our greatest strength, our collective strength, comes out of your ability to move beyond your boundaries.
You're very talented people. You are going to have a plethora of job opportunities in your career. Make sure that you're clear that that opportunity is really going to be one that's going to be meaningful to you, and it's going to be aligned with where you're really trying to go with your overall vision.
I see other people that have had great years, and to be able to connect with those people and not just talk about work, but actually understand those people's personal journeys and to really make that connection.
What you learn here, it's important that you carry it and take it yourself, because everyone is responsible for their own development.
Okay, one more.
To work for a company who will invest the time and the money into me and all of us is very awesome. So I want to say thank you.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.